tuku ingoa. Ko Nerali Appelhof. Ko Eden tuku ingoa. Ko Bailey Appelhof. We are Year 6 students at Ohaeawai School, and we have a hot topic for you.
He ata whai, he te aki, tai au, ma uta ki tai. Ma mātou te tai ohi. E hāpai ki aka ki noi tai, te ahuarangi.
What does this monument represent?
It represents climate change. When it is tighter, it means that climate change is bad. When climate change eases, the collar will be lifted and the rocks will spread out.
I'm a kid who loves nature, and I want to keep it. Climate change is destroying all kinds of environments. We need to step up and take action. But Nakita, what is climate change? Eden, over to you.
Natalie, can you please explain what climate change and climate action are?
So climate change is a change in the average weather conditions, such as temperature and rainfall, over a long period of time. And climate action is all the things that we can do to reduce the effects of climate change. So that could be reducing the amount of emissions we put into the atmosphere, or taking action to remove carbon from the atmosphere. It also includes adapting to living with the effects of climate change.
What are the people of Te Tokerau doing to stop climate change?
People in Northland come down to their local op shops. They buy stuff like these mugs and plates, bowls, glasses, and a whole bunch of others. It's a good way of reducing stuff, and it's new to you.
So there's lots of volunteer groups that are focused on climate action. They might include helping to plant native trees, trapping pests to stop the destruction of our native ngahere, educating people on reducing waste, recycling, reusing and repairing things instead of buying new. Lots of cool things going on.
Ginseng rubbish! You need to get a garden and use heaps of plants like these. It's yummy! And it's good for the environment. And it's yummy! And it's yummy! And it's yummy! And it makes us go being strong. Cool! Yeah. And it's good for the environment! People in Te Tokerau are going to their local op shops to buy things like teddy bears and toys. What about this, Nakita? Yeah! And look, there's some books too! You can buy just about anything.
Hi, how are you going? I'm Jenny from the Northern Regional Council. So we have lots of support for farmers, so we encourage them to fence off their waterways to make sure stock don't get in there, because that reduces the amount of sediment and nutrients and things like that. And we've also got funding to exclude stock from native bush.
How do you help climate change?
So by excluding stock from the native bush, it allows all the understory to come back healthy again, becomes all nice and thick, and that helps reduce the carbon. It sequesters carbon from the atmosphere and puts it back into the soil. So the soil becomes a permanent sink for your carbon dioxide. And healthy wetlands are also, they're really important when it comes to greenhouse gas exchange and things like that. So a healthy wetland can become a bit of a sink of greenhouse gases, whereas a wetland that's really badly degraded and things like that, it doesn't function very well, and it has the opposite kind of effect.
People in Te Tokerau are recycling soft plastics and places like this. People come to their local op shop to get fun accessories, heels, and so much more accessories.
What are farmers in Te Tokerau doing to help climate change?
Well, we realise that the environment's an important part of our job, and looking after it will look after us. So we have helpful tools from Fonterra that help us monitor this. It helps us monitor the nitrogen that we use, and also the greenhouse gas emissions that are produced on the farm. So it's good to be able to monitor these so that we can see what's happening year on year and hopefully try and bring them down every year. We also have with Fonterra an environmental plan. So we get a person come out and we develop this plan with them. This looks at all our wetlands and how we can fence them off and which ones we should fence off, and also plant them up. And we have help from the Far North Regional Council. They help us with this as well. They have support there that we can access. So we try to do what we can.
There are a lot of charging points like this one in Northland. They're for electric cars that lower our emissions. You should get an electric car too. Use, reuse, recycle.
Kia ora everyone, my name's Tamapi Simich-Pene, General Manager for Kawaitangi Te Awa Trust, and today we're doing some planting with Ohaeawai Primary School, the planting of native trees on the riparian and wetland areas, and this is part of what we're doing to help with climate change, so planting trees. Kia ora.
Instead of using things like these, we use family packs that we put into the containers.
So there's 60 million of these guys in New Zealand. Every night they eat 1 kilo of vegetation of trees. You guys were talking about climate change, or that's why you're doing this. So really important that we keep our trees.
In Northland we have a lot of bushwalks. It saves our native forests. We follow the track to where we want to go. We use cleaning stations like this to stop Cody dieback from killing our native trees.
These are the things that we are doing to mitigate and adapt for climate change. They start at our Whenua and flow down our awa through to our Moana. Climate change action starts and stops with us. Look at all of them.
We are Tokerau! From the Whenua to the Moana.
Climate change action!